Hi, everybody. It's Coach Williams, and we are about to start week 3 of VEX IQ competition robotics. Now, for week 3, you are going to brainstorm and research. Now, to just get a general understanding of what brainstorming and research is, you're going to watch this video. I just have an overview of what the rules are for brainstorming and what we do when we research for competition robotics. And then you will see there are a few rules for brainstorming that are described in the video. Now, brainstorming is when you take your ideas and you put them on paper. Now, often what we do for robotics at this point, because we have got multiple different people that are brainstorming at the same time, we just use a white piece of paper. We fold it in half like a booklet, like this, okay? And then you can put your name on the front. You can even put some brainstorming ideas on the front with your name. And then you open it up and you do a lot more brainstorming on the inside of that booklet. And then we're going to use the back side of that booklet and we're going to paste it in our paper notebook when we begin it. So go ahead and what you're going to do first this week is you're going to get a white piece of paper and you are going to brainstorm individually. Now, this is something that you should just put as many ideas as you can on paper. You can be inspired by the everyday items you use or toys that you play with. And this should be anything you want can be on this paper. There's no rules for it. There's no criticism. Go for quantity, as many ideas as you can get. And just allow the ideas to flow freely and do this individually by yourself for a good amount of time. Now, once you're done with your brainstorming, and you want to brainstorm before you research, because otherwise all you can think about is what you saw on the internet. And your original ideas that might inspire something very innovative and original down the road are going to be, lost in the fact that you just looked at what other people did online. So do the brainstorming first, and then you're going to go ahead and use these different resources provided for researching. Let me go ahead and move my face over here. You will see this you do not need to record in your notebook or on a piece of paper, but if you're not familiar with how to sketch or you're not very good at drawing robots, this is just some practice you can use to help you draw different shapes, 2D and 3D shapes in robots. So that's just for your practice. And then you will see there are 3 subsystems of a robot. Now, next week, we're going to look at some reveal videos. And reveal videos are when people from the VEX IQ community that have built a robot for this competition season, they post it online. And we call it a reveal video because they're revealing their robot. And we get so many ideas from these videos. We can dissect the videos and push pause and play. We're going to talk about that next week. But in order to know what you're looking at, you have to know the 3 subsystems of a robot. So if you click on this link, there's a video that I created for you. And then here's a website that I created for you that talks about the 3 subsystems. The bottom, which is the chassis. The middle part, which is the lift, which lifts things up. Sometimes it could be an accumulator, which is like a vacuum, and it sucks things up into the robot. And then you have the object manipulator, which is what touches the game field elements on the field. It moves them around on the field. So if you are not familiar with the 3 subsystems of a robot, this is your week to learn all about them. And there's other videos below. If you are not familiar with VEX parts, here's a website that talks about the common parts we use to build VEX IQ competition robots. And here's some websites from the VEX knowledge base that talks about the different parts we use. So this is your week and to really learn about the VEX parts, the 3 subsystems, and here's actually some tips on building. So this week you want to use all of these resources and get to know as much as you can. Now, next week, we're going to look at reveal videos and we're going to develop some ideas for our robot. But before we do this, you got to know as much as you can about how to build with VEX, the VEX parts, and the 3 subsystems of a robot. All right, good luck.